So we'll say goodbye now, just in case.
No, we're live. We are live already.
Right. Have we got anyone on? I don't know yet.
I don't know. Give it a chance, mate.
Oh, sorry. Right, I'll go to your page and have a look, and then come to mine.
Okay.
But if there is anybody on, hello. We're not there. Well, I'm not there yet, but we'll be soon.
We've got a couple of people on. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi, Maureen.
Hello.
Hola.
Hola.
Yeah, she would be from
Spain.
Maureen, I'd say, would be, well, hola is Spanish, isn't it?
That's what I just said. Hello, Maureen. Hola to you too. Oh. Yes, I can see there's three beautiful people on. Yeah, so hello then. Oh, there's three of you on. Can we get a message from you all? Yes? No? Oh, hello, Seattle. What's it like there tonight? Maureen, what's it like? Or today? Is it nice and warm, or is it cold? Yes. Is it cold there tonight, today? Yeah. Hello. Oh, excuse me. As you can see, everybody, we've got our snow melted. Do you know, our temperatures have gone up. I think tonight it's going to be about 13, 14 degrees. I'll be melting.
Yeah, like the witch.
Yeah, but I haven't got a bicycle that I can bike on in the middle of this.
Big a broom.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do readings, but we're just waiting on Silvana to do her bit, and then we'll all come in together, and we'll all start talking to you. Well, that's what we're doing now. We're just introducing ourselves. We have me. I'm from the UK. We've got Silvana, who's doing all the I can't remember what she's doing now, the admin. And then we've got Andrew, who's joined us today to do his little bit. And yeah, Maureen looks like she's, she's doing well there. Yeah, do you know, I've never been to Seattle. I'd like to. I'd love to go there. I've been to Florida and New York and everything, but it's a bit weird going to different states all the time. But I couldn't get over there at the moment anyway. Not a lot of money. But come on, Andrew. What do you want to talk about? It's your turn.
Okay, my name's Andrew. I'm relatively new to with Savannah and Paul. I'm an energy healer, so what I specialise in is in Reiki as well as Pillar. So the energy that I channel is from Source, or from the universal source of light and love. It helps people either emotionally, spiritually, or physically, so depending on where it's needed the most. But sometimes when you receive some form of healing, it goes to the root of the problem. So, for example, if you have a pain in your ankles, it might be because there's an issue emotionally somewhere that's held within the body. So it will go to that emotional part before it gets healed into the leg. So it's a beautiful modality to learn and to give to people as well. So that's pretty much what I do. I'm not really much of an oracle card reader, or a tarot. I'm more specialised in energy healing, and I do know a little bit about crystals just from my own research and me collecting them over a period of time as well. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing, short, in a nutshell.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. Hello, Sharon, and hello, Colleen, as well. Nice to see you. I'm doing well. I don't know about Savannah, but we're, you know, yeah, Maureen, the body speaks its mind. Definitely. Definitely. Yeah.
So, yeah. No, it's with energy healing as well. It's not only a modality to learn and to give to people. It's sort of like a way of life, because you're healing people on different levels. So it's a way of life where you can share that beauty and that love and love for humanity and love for another person as well. So it's something that I think everyone has the natural healing ability. It's just whether you're wanting to pursue it or learn a little bit more about it. But yeah, I think my thing in life is to help people move forward into that sort of fifth dimensional space where they move more with their heart center than their mind, because that's where Earth is heading as well. So the frequency of Earth is slowly changing, and it's changing to a higher vibration as well. So the more that we put love and light out there, the less, less we stay in this third dimensional sort of space where it's more lower. I wouldn't say lower vibrational, but it's a lower frequency than the fifth dimension. And once we reach there, or humanity or Earth reaches there, the world would be a better place and a more loving place to live, and for future generations to come as well.
So, yeah, brilliant. Yeah, but has everybody had a great day? We'll get to all the questions in a bit, Sharon, because this is our time to chat about everything and anything. Yeah, and talk about things that not about boxing. I've got boxing on the brain for some reason. Yeah, don't know why. It just popped into my head. But yeah. So how are you actually feeling at the moment, Andrew? Are you looking forward to doing? Are you looking forward to doing this? Are you ready to ask, or not ask, but do your thing, as it were?
I am. It is a bit nerve-wracking because I'm not used to being in front of a camera or being so exposed and vulnerable to other people. So I'm getting used to it and sort of unwinding a bit and becoming more receptive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to it, and anything I can do to help somebody is a great thing, and I'll do my best to do that and hopefully add a bit of value to this live today.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. What was that question, Maureen? You're asking a question there. Are you thinking something good? But no, it's nice. It's strange having three people. I'm looking at three people on the screen. It's really strange because it's just me. And normally, it's just myself and Savannah sitting there bouncing off of each other, and it makes more sense that way. Once we get into the show a bit more, I do believe that we'll open you up a bit more, so you'll just start to get into the show.
Yeah.
But we do this side, we have the laughter, we have the jokes, we do this, that, and the other, and then you're just, when it's a serious side, that's when it calms down. You've seen the shows, how we work, but we try and have as much laughter coming through because people do enjoy it. Enjoy that energy that we throw out there, basically, and I love it. I love all the people that come onto here, because it helps us. We engage with them, with everybody.
I feel that what you guys have started is like a sense of community, and it's I would say it's sort of rare that when you guys work or offer your vulnerability to everyone, it gives a sense of community, and I think that's why people keep coming back. time after time, because it's uplifting, it's healing on other levels, not just healing for the sake of it. But yeah, it's something that it's the only thing I can say. It's a sense of community. It's magical, and it's a great thing that you guys sort of started this Zoom live for people to come in and comment and create like a family unit, almost.
That's it.
Like.
We didn't come into here to do exactly what everybody else does. We just thought, this is the way we're going to do it, and it just works. It just works. So, and it works because of people like all of you lot that are on the opposite side of the camera that come in and work with us. We share energies. We share all our energies with each other. And that's the way it should be. It's like if we were on a stage, you lot would be the audience, but we would still interact with you all, because that's who we are and what we do. Hello, Anna-Lee. Hope you're well. Hey, we're back. Yeah. But it's just one of them things. It's just it seemed to be the best way to go. We'd looked at all the other sites and everything. We were going to try little things, but we knew that they wouldn't work for us. We knew they weren't going to, work for us. So we just carried on doing what we enjoy, and because now me and Savannah have got to know each other better, it makes it easier to work with each other as well. And this is what will happen with yourself as well, Andrew. You'll find that it's like you're part of the family anyway, because you're normally on the opposite side. You're just now in front of the camera.
True.
Yeah. So you're basically seeing both sides of it. You're looking at it from both sides of the coin, which makes it better for all those wonderful people that are now coming on tonight, that are part of the family, that are becoming part of the family, that the ones that keep coming back. We're so grateful that they, support us, on our show, But, we know you've got your little show as well, and this is what you need as well,
I think it's just getting used to being in front of the screen and speaking so openly and being vulnerable. I think that's the bit that that scares me sometimes. But
do you want me to tell you the quickest and easiest way to get over that?
Yeah.
Right. You've got a camera. You've got the camera. You've got your video link. Make videos of yourself. Yeah, just keep making videos of yourself, and you'll get used to being in front of the camera. Yeah, and that's what I actually did. I've got a YouTube channel with loads of videos on it. Yeah, but I did them because I knew it was going to make me better. And now doing this, when we done the first one, it was amazing. I couldn't say a word. I couldn't say nothing. Yeah, but now look at us. We're just talking like there's. Yeah, we're just talking. We're just talking. You just have to not forget that those people are there. It's just you focus on what you're doing, because those people that are out there are familiars. Yeah, they're the ones that make the show. So you've not got to. It sounds rude, but you've just got to focus on what you're doing, and then interact as much as you can. But the videos will do you good. I do believe the videos will do you really, really good, just to open your eyes to, and you can see where your mistakes are as well. Just make videos and just keep watching them and saying, "Oh, no, that's not too good. That's not too good." But you just keep watching them. It doesn't matter how many videos you make. Just keep making them. Yeah. but it'll build your confidence up, because you'll be so used to sitting in front of a screen. Then you'll be so used to it. It won't matter. It'll be just amazing for you. Yeah. So
I'm learning. I'm in the process of learning more, learning some more modalities, and moving and sort of moving around and moving up. So it's I can bring more tools for offer more tools to people.
Okay.
And that's my end goal, and be sort of all rounder as well as what I do.
Okay, but are you going to actually do stuff while you're training?
Yes. So I'm learning. I'm going to learn tarot. It's something that it's like a discipline and structural. But I'm going to put my head down and learn that, and listen on variety of stuff. So yeah, it's something that I'm looking forward to, and moving up in the energy healing. I'm learning a few more levels up. So learning the masters, and so I can teach people on how to attune them to the Reiki energy and how to work ethically as well. That's really important.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, there we go.
I'm back. I finished. I just want to say hi to Sharon and to Annalie, Angelina, Maureen. I'm not sure if Maureen's still on, but thank you so much. And Rena, hi Rena. Colleen.
I've just seen the messages from Sharon. Are you talking about me, Sharon?
Oh, I thought that was hilarious. That's what I was laughing at.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah, now you won't stop talking.
I'm just, well, I spoke to anyone all day. I'm trying to get it all out. Oh, dear. Like I say, all I've done is I've stayed in a bit today, watched the football. Yeah. Hello, Laurie. Hope you're well.
Hi, Laurie.
Yeah, I hope you're good. And, everything, it was a good day. Hang on, it's still your day, isn't it?
Yep.
Early day.
Morning. Just so that everybody knows, Paul is with the Psychic Touch and he's in the UK. Andrew is an energy healer and that's the actual name of his page. He is in Melbourne in Australia, and I'm Silvana. I'm with Enchanted Oracle readings, and I'm also in Melbourne, Australia. Welcome to everyone that's joining us. We're going to do a bit of everything today. We're going to do some card readings. Paul's going to do some psychic readings. Andrew's going to talk about crystals and maybe do some energy healing. So we've got a bit of everything today. And if anyone has questions about crystals or energy healing, things like that, feel free to ask, because Andrew will be able to answer it. He's very qualified in that area. And Andrew also does remote healing, which I've experienced and is very good. Both Paul and I do readings for everyone. I'm intuitive with the oracle cards, and Paul does psychic mediumship. But I have pinned the link to our YouTube page in the comments. So if you would like to join us when we go live on there, just click and subscribe and click on the bell so that you're notified. But throughout this show or this live, I'm going to post the links to all our pages, Andrew's as well, so that everyone can just click and go there. So I'm just...
So I just see my face, one of the faces I just made. Yeah. So I was looking at one of the comments that Maureen made to yourself.
Oh, for the format.
What format?
Yeah, I'm just wondering. This is
I'm
mysterious.
getting that she's...
What do I do?
No,
I was about to say what format, because I'm here as well, and Andrew's here too.
I think she's saying the format. So I think she's meaning going live with Zoom and offering these different sort of services, or putting yourselves out there. I think that's what she means by format.
Oh, well, she forgot who I am then.
Everyone.
Well, if she don't believe I'm here, I can leave now.
Hey, Andrew, do you know Mandy? Mandy
No.
Carville.
I don't think so. No,
She's
Mandy.
saying hello to you.
Maureen, we'll get to the questions soon.
Yeah.
We're just introducing people and getting used to how we're working at the moment.
Paul and I are familiar with some of you, but it'll be great if you write down where you're from so Andrew can see as well where everybody's from.
Yeah.
If there's any crystal questions, or how to use crystals or anything like that, feel free to message. I'll bring it up in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer it for you guys as well.
Thank you, Sharon. Sharon didn't forget me.
No, we always pick on Paul, Sharon.
Everyone forgets me.
No, he's just easy to pick on. So Annalise from Los Angeles.
Ooh.
Mandy's saying her house is full of crystals. Colleen is from Ipswich in Queensland.
Okay.
Hi, Mariah. Whereabouts are you from, Mariah?
I would love to go to Los Angeles.
It'd be nice weather up there.
Reading in the UK.
Yeah. What were you saying, Andrew? Sorry.
Nothing. It's just it'd be nice weather up there too. The year-long weather, being warm and be a nice place to go.
Mariah is from Reading in the UK.
Yep.
Yeah, and Sharon's from the UK. Mariah is from the UK.
Yep. Oh, yes.
Laurie's from Pennsylvania, USA.
Yep. And
Rena's from India. And she would like to know which crystal can be used for protection.
Okay. Selenite and black tourmaline is a good one to have for protection, especially to carry it around with you. That also helps keeping negative energy or spirit or anything like that to not to be attached to you. So you can have it inside your house, or you can carry it with you. So it's black tourmaline and selenite's a good combination to have. Black obsidian is another one to have as well for protection. But it's with your intuition as well. That's the most important part. Definitely black tourmaline and selenite to carry with you, or to have it in your home. Yeah, hope that answers your question.
Yeah. Hi, Charmaine. Charmaine's from New Zealand.
Yep. Hello, Charmaine. Hope you're well.
All right. So, Andrew, I'm going to show you something. Let's see if you know what it is.
Can I say? Can I say something
about this? Did I? Let's see. We keep you on the ball. All right. See if you know what this is. Okay. Were you going to say something, Paul? Sorry.
Yes, I was. Yes, I was. Maureen didn't get the name. You're a bit muffled on your sound. She didn't get the name of the crystals.
Yeah, I'm just typing it to her now, so she's got it on her messages, on her message feed. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, sunny coast, Queensland, eh? Hello,
yes,
Gabby.
Andrew, I'm going to hold up something.
Okay.
Chevron Amethyst.
Oh, I thought I was going to trick you.
Nah. Yeah, that's beauty. It's with the Chevron Amethyst, it's a little bit stronger than a normal amethyst because it's got quartz in it as well. So it's a mixture of amethyst and quartz. So the fact that you've got it as a generator, it helps direct energy from the base up into the apex of the crystal. So it's good to have that in a crystal grid in the center. or where you want to draw energy specifically. So it's a nice piece.
Okay, yeah, I just thought I'd pop that in there.
Beautiful piece.
Okay. All right. I suppose we'll see who I can pull out a card for. Is everyone ready? Yeah. I'm just gonna have a look.
Yeah, let's do some mini readings for people.
Yeah. Andrew, where would you say the best place to purchase crystals from?
Which in Australia?
In Australia. But what about, okay, for Australians, it's better in Australian. We have a lot of crystals that are mined here anyway.
We do.
Yeah.
It's a lot of when you source or buy crystals, you want to try and make sure that it's been sourced ethically as much as you can, because you don't want to be paying for something that gets someone that's dig it up and they're using 10-year-olds to do that. So trying to find a reputable person. So a lot of online shopping and online searching and research. But the best thing to do is go into a shop and speak to the owners and see how they sourced it as well. So it's just a matter of going out there really and exploring. But I would say definitely trying to find as much as you can where they source their crystals. If it's ethically sourced, that's the most important thing as well. But we stand on crystals, it down into the earth. We stand on crystals, so we automatically get that boost of energy or that boost of crystal love because we're technically standing on them. But like I said, crystals are a good way to program and to program positive thoughts and energy or what you want to portray out there as well. But definitely go out there, speak to the crystal shop that you go to, or New Age shop, and find out where they source them. If you're in Melbourne, I know that Crystal World's a good place to shop. They've got a big variety of crystals you can purchase, and very expensive ones too. There's a place in Coringal Shopping Centre, which is near Frankston. It's another good place to buy crystals in Victoria. I think New South Wales will probably be Byron Bay. They're the mecca of New Age and spirituality, and no doubt they have crystals there as well. I'm not too sure about international, where people can go, but I would say that you need to explore and ask questions as well. That's the most important bit.
Yeah, I'm quite lucky in that respect. The person I help train, they have a crystal shop.
Yep.
And they do crystal healing and all, and they actually get people on a bed and they do all the crystal healing that way. And I just go into their shop, stand next to all their crystals, and my energy just lifts.
Yep.
I get a free energy lift just by standing next to them.
Yeah. It's a beautiful. It's such a beautiful tool to have in your home, even if you're not a healer or you do any spiritual work and things like that. It's good. It will help lift the space and the area that you're in. So
definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
So, I would always recommend people go out there and have a look and see what they're drawn to. And even if it's a small piece, could be just a tumbled stone or could be a small generator. Definitely have one be guided into the right crystal that you feel is the best for you. Not necessarily look up the names of the crystals or what the metaphysical properties do, but there's a reason why people get drawn to certain crystals because it's what they need at that time. Well,
the way I if I'm going to choose one, I put my hand over them, and I just, it's like a metal detector. It just goes over the one that I need, and I move it away, and then it comes back to it. I know that's the one I need. Yeah, and
that's if you're like yourself, if you're intuitive in that sense, and you're a psychic medium, you'll be able to feel the energy of the crystal as soon as you pick it up, or as soon as you, like I said, hover your hands over it. But for people out there that are not that intuitively connected to things, it's wherever they feel guided. So Sometimes I pick up a crystal and I can feel the energy come through from the star all the way down into my down to my base, and that's how I know this one's a good crystal to have.
Yeah. No, they're good to have around. I've got them on my windowsill. I don't have many, but the ones that I do have, I was actually given to me because of things that were going on in my life at the time. And they said, there you go, you need that. But these are from people that I know that do have lots of crystals. Yeah, they are quite good. I carry some around with me. Angel stones mainly.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones that I do need. Because they're basically archangel stones.
Yeah.
And they're quite good. They're very good.
Andrew, Laurie asked, which crystals would you use for mental clarity and motivation, organizational skills?
Okay, so there's a few things there. Mental clarity, I would say amethyst, because that works with the crown chakra. So amethyst is a good crystal to have to balance out your emotions a little bit and soothe out your energy a bit. So and that would work on your crown chakra. Apophyllite is another good one to have as well, to help the clarity come through from source or from your soul star chakra to come down into your crown. So apophyllite and amethyst. Business-wise, if you want to sort of generate a bit of more income for the business, I'm not sure if she means by business as in she has a business that she wants to improve on. Cinnabar is a good crystal to have for that, and putting it into your register or putting it into your business to help bring in money flow as well. What was the other bit? Okay.
There was one more question. We'll take one more question about the crystals, and then we'll start readings, and then we'll do some more questions. So Maureen, who was it? Let me see. I saw it. Hang on, Annalie. Annalie asked, where is a good place to keep your crystals? Currently hers are on the windowsill in front of her desk.
Okay. What kind of crystals are they, may I ask?
Annalie, could you tell us what kind of crystals you've got? Which ones?
They're on the windowsill. Because some crystals, the reason why I'm asking is because some crystals, they don't do good, or they fade away in sunlight. So amethyst and citrine, if you put them close to the sun for long periods of time, to days and weeks after weeks, it actually fades away the color of them. So it's a good place to have it is where your intuition is telling you to have it. If you want that crystal to radiate what you want it to radiate, I would say put it in the center of the home, so a dining table, coffee table, or even the bedroom. So you can have multiple crystals in different parts of your house. But if you want it to sort of have it flowing through where you spend most of the time, so I would think that it will be your lounge room and your kitchen. So usually they're sort of connected. Put it on your dining table. But if it's amethyst and citrine, don't try not to keep it in sunlight too long, especially if it's on the window ledge and it's days and weeks after weeks after weeks.
So you're the ones that you've got, Annalie, citrine and selenite, try not to keep them on the windowsill.
The selenite's okay, just can't get it wet because it's a form of salt or ginseng. So selenite is okay to have on the window ledge. I've got a piece of selenite on my bedroom window ledge, but the citrine, don't have it sitting in the sun for too long. They love the ground and they love getting wet. So if you get a chance to clear them or charge them up, dig a little hole in the backyard, put your citrine in there and your amethyst, cover it up for about 7 days, preferably during a full moon, and that will give it a good clearing and recalibration and a boost of Earth's energy as well into that.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Some crystals fade away a bit as in direct sunlight, but yeah, the selenite's good to have on the window ledge. Definitely, just don't get it wet.
All right. Okay, so I'm looking now to see who would like for me to pull out a card for them. Let's have a look to see who I'm drawn to. Let's have a look, see here. Okay, so I'm going to pull out a card for you, Claire, and see what, hi Sierra, see what I can get for you. All right, let's see.
Did you say Claire?
Claire, yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, whereabouts are you from, Claire?
Yeah. So is she still on? Yes. Are you still on Claire?
Yeah, she's on. She's in Ireland.
Oh, Ireland. Nice. I've got relatives over there. Couldn't tell you what part, but nice.
If Claire's happy for me to do so, am I able to send her? I'll just get some clarification from Claire. If she's happy for me to send just a bit of energy healing to her while you guys do the readings for her. If she's happy for that. So just
did you hear that, Claire? Andrew asked if you would like him to send you some energy healing while I'm doing the reading for you. She said yes, please, Andrew.
Oh, you always have to have a bit of a sing-song now and again.
I've actually had Cliff Richard in my head all morning. I don't know why.
Have you really? Have you? I didn't think he was that small.
Is that what that voice was? Okay. No, I've been singing all these songs, you know, I've got up in the shower, everything.
Oh my. Yeah, he keeps poking his head outside your ear. Hello. He runs through the gap in the middle. His little tiny little man. He's little tiny man. Yeah. God, dearie me. Right.
Okay. All right, Claire, what I've got for you, and I think it's good that Andrew's sending you some healing, because what I've pulled out with the cards, I think it will help you. I've got the Butterfly Maiden, which is the card of transformation. But I feel that you're in a situation to do with family members, whether it's your like immediate family or extended family. You're involved in an emotional experience. Or maybe you're in the middle of something and you've been involved, and it's quite emotional for you. I feel that I need to tell you that to be understanding, that there's a reason why this is happening, and to have an understanding on the side of the other person. It's like I can see their shoes. So I feel that I need to tell you to step in their shoes and see it also how it is for them, and have that understanding, that love and understanding. You'll find that this is actually a good experience for you. But also the angels want you to know that they're actually there by your side and comforting you. So you're not alone in going through this. It's okay. It's saying family. So I guess your boyfriend could be considered part of your family. But I need you to know that you're going through a change. You're experiencing an enormous change, and it is going to bring you great blessings. It's a change for the better. You just need to have some understanding and know where that person is coming from. Yeah, that could be why as well, that the angels are there to help you along with it. But I also got the card of free will, and that indicates to me, just by looking at this, that you're also restricting yourself, and I feel like I need to swim out of this tunnel, break out of this cocoon. It's like you've been restricting yourself, and that's part of the transformation that you are going to be undergoing, or you're experiencing, which is going to be fantastic. So I hope that that helps you and that it resonates with you. And we'll see what Paul can get for you as well.
Okay, Claire, nice to meet you. I can't remember if you've been on here before, but if you haven't, welcome. Welcome anyway. Thank you for supporting us on our little show. Yeah. Right, come on, let's do this. The first thing I get with you, okay, and I had to actually write it down, is hope. Okay, don't know why, but I'm sure you'll understand it. The hope is, you hope everything goes correctly. You hope this will go this way. You hope this will go that way. Okay. The hope is also giving you a chance to reevaluate where you're heading in life, whether you're taking the right turning, whether you're taking the wrong turning. Okay. Whether you're taking the right turning towards a new career, to move away from something that you feel that is at the moment something that you don't want to be involved in. You want to never lose that what you have at the moment, but sometimes you need to step away from it because you need to gather your thoughts and start to understand that life is always all about choices, okay? And the choices that we take work our lives out for us, okay? And if you start to lose a gift of some sort, yeah, you've just got to work that little bit harder to get there. Okay. If you don't take it on board where you feel you're weakest, then you'll just stay as you are. Okay. But I do believe will keep going, and you will be a strong-minded person, but you do have to go through a couple of things first. Okay. It's never going to be best. It's never going to always be the best for yourself, because you're always up and down. Okay, you're always up and down. So you always seem to be going, yep, okay, I want to be there. I want to be there. But you're just basically taking yourself away from it and sitting backwards. And then you don't go forward. You just sit back and hope that everything works. Yeah, you're just hoping that everything works, but it doesn't work like that. Life's never like that. Yeah, but there's also there are many paths you can take, but you've got to watch for the right people to come and help you, because I do believe there's going to be a couple of people, if they're not already helping you, they will come in and they will start to help you. And they'll be, it's like they're putting their hands out already. Yeah, so I'm assuming they're already there and waiting, you know, and you're just not noticing who they are. Okay. There's also the spirit guides around you, because I do believe that there is a bit of a spirit energy that likes to work with you. So I'm assuming that you would like to, at some point, understand a gift that you have inside you. Okay. Just with that, you just need to find the right people to help you. If you've been smelling like things when you've been on your own, as such, meaning, you know, you smell the perfume of somebody who's passed on. You know, it's like things are being moved in the house when you're the only one there. Yeah, I do believe that somebody comes to sit on their bed as well. Somebody that has passed away comes to sit on your bed to give you that, you know, comfort. And I do believe that you feel that they're sitting on that bed with you. Okay, but you know, at the moment it's a bit scary, but don't be scared. They're just there as comfort. You know, it's somebody that was in your life many years ago. You know, but they moved on, and now they're there to help you and just to move you forward. But never give up, and always, you know, believe in where you're going, and take the chance to do a lot of these things, because a lot of people don't have these things to do. You know, a lot of these, they don't have these things in their life, or if they do, they push them away, which you seem to be doing at the moment. You're teetering. It's like you could go either side. Okay, but I hope that resonated with yourself, Claire. As we've got other people on here, you know, I hope that resonated with yourself, and I appreciate you coming through and listening to both myself and Sylvana, and getting a little healing off of Andrew also. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. There we go.
Yeah, thank you for that. And Claire, Andrew also sent you some healing remotely.
It's a quick, short one, but sent you some special symbols as well. So I feel maybe a rose quartz would help with your heart healing. I feel as though there's not trauma, there's some loss there. So maybe definitely if you get a chance to purchase a rose quartz, to do that and keep it with you. Thank you.
Okay, I'm actually about to post the links to our pages, and then we'll do a reading for someone else. I'm not sure if anyone has any more crystal questions while I do that for Andrew, or any questions for Paul. Okay, so this is Andrew's page. I've just posted his link. What happened to that pinned comment I had on there? Okay, so I'll just post the links to our pages as well. So this one I'm about to do is Paul's page. I like it how your face comes up on your link, Andrew.
Yeah, but that was shot a while ago, but that's a little avatar that you put on your page. So you got
right.
you have your wall, the main image, but then there's a little avatar. So
yeah, I just want to say thank you to Claire for her wonderful comments. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank
Claire.
you. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, no, I interrupted you. I do apologise.
no.
That's all right. I'm just
Mhm.
I'm putting this back on here because for some reason we lost that pinned comment.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, just while I'm pinning it, I'm actually pinning the link to our YouTube channel, which we go live on. And so that it's easier for you, if you'd like to join us when we go live on YouTube, click on the link and subscribe to our channel, and make sure you click on the bell so that you get a notification when we do go live on there. So I'm just pinning it now because for some reason, I don't know why, but I lost it.
Yeah. It says Andrew's link says it is broken.
Does it?
Yeah. Annalie said.
Okay, so no, it's still pinned. For some reason, I'm not seeing it on here. I don't know what's, I don't know. Facebook's playing up. Now, Andrew's one, I'm clicking on it and it works.
Okay.
Yeah, his works. And so, and I've also put a link there to all of our pages so that, and each of us have all the details on our pages as to what we do and how you can book us. If you would like private healing from Andrew, energy healing, and a private reading with myself or with Paul, you can contact us, or you can even contact this page. If you can't find Andrew's page, I'll pass on the message, but his link is there, so you can click on there. And even with Paul and myself, we can
a lot of people are saying they can't see it.
Let me see.
They can't see Andrew's
link. Okay, hang on, I'll just do it again.
There's quite a few that have said it now.
That's all right. I'm about to do it again now.
Oh, not blaming you. I'm just saying.
Okay, here we go. So this one is, and I'll just do the other two. I'll just do the other two again. I just, sometimes, I don't know, it goes weird on Facebook. So I'll just do this one. That one's Paul's and mine. Okay, so yes. I'm about
yes, Emma.
Did Emma ask something?
No. She missed the start of the show.
Oh, that's all right. You're here now. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
So all our links now to our pages, they're in the, I can see them. So hopefully everyone can see them. And Andrew's is there as well, all of our pages. So
yeah,
should be.
They're all going, yep, we can see it now.
Oh, good. That's really good. So I'm about to, Andrew, Claire just said thank you for the healing. She's feeling a lot less anxiety.
Thank you. Thanks for the feedback. It's great to hear. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
don't worry, Emma. Like you said, you can watch it again tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, or she can watch it again after the live. Yeah. I've got another stone for you, Andrew.
Yeah. Is this from Gabby?
From where?
Gabby, by any chance, Gabby Hines?
No, I'm going to show you something.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
I showed this to everyone last week because I love it. It's one of my favorite ones. All right, here we go.
Labradorite.
How do you pronounce it? Because there's so many different ways.
I pronounce it Labradorite. That's how I pronounce it. But okay. Some people say Labradorite or something similar to that. But I just Labradorite.
Yeah, I love. That's my absolutely favorite type of crystal. Labradorite.
Labradorite's good for grounding, but also for the third eye as well. So it works really well with third eye, so it helps with scrying or intuitive messages, or to work well with your third eye sort of services that you do as well. So it's a good stone to have, and very protective too.
That's the one that you showed me, wasn't it?
Mandy said the Shaman Stone.
Yeah. It's got, I saw quite, I think Savannah showed me that stone, and I actually saw quite a few things in it.
Oh, I'll show you again.
And some stones, because they've been around such a long time, they can actually record, things. It's like a record keeper of past, centuries, or it could be earlier than that. So they do have record keepers out there as well. So that's a beautiful thing to have.
No, it is nice.
Yeah,
that's the
very protective.
Yeah, I love. I've got a big collection as well. All right, and the few people have confirmed that the links are working.
Yes.
So the links are working to the pages. Simone's asking, how often do you cleanse them, and how's the best way to cleanse them, Andrew?
So how often? Whenever you feel guided. If you wear the crystal frequently, you probably need to clear it probably at least once every couple of weeks or once a month. You can clear it with other sage, incense, even putting visualization of white light going to that crystal. That will help clear it as well. If you have it around the home or have it in a certain spot, you probably don't need to clear it as often, because when you wear it, it uses up a lot of the energy, or it's getting used a lot more. But definitely sage clearing, burying the crystal as well helps. I find burying it once or twice a year, it helps. It's like a calibration, so it brings it back to its original sort of state, and it gives a good recharge. But just bear in mind, some crystals don't like water or don't like sunlight as well. So just if you get a chance to Google it, depending what crystal you have, I think selenite doesn't like water, and amethyst and citron doesn't like sunlight. But if you get a chance to bury it once or twice a year, bury it. Or if you are saging your home or clearing your home, use sage and just get a feather and waft it across the crystal, and that will help clear it. Charging it is clearing and charging is slightly different. When I charge my crystals, I hold it into my hand and I just send it energy or a light, and I visualize that, and I'll put the intention in, and that charges the crystal as well. Yeah, definitely bury them once or twice a year. That will give them a good charge as well, and clearing at the same time. Thank you.
Yeah. It's all going over my head. I don't know anything about crystals, but I'm learning, trying to.
I've got one more. Sorry.
No, go on. Sorry.
No, we've got one more crystal question before we do another reading. Sierra is asking, are there any crystals that help with fertility?
So fertility, I would say it would probably be carnelian. Is a protective stone, but it also works on your sacral chakra, which is the area just above the base, which is the navel, below the navel area. I would also say rose quartz for heart, especially if you're wanting a bit of fertility or wanting to, I'm guessing, fall pregnant. But also you need to check with your doctors and the trained professionals regarding about fertility. This is just an extra add-on thing that you can have to assist, but definitely speak to your health professional about that. But I would say if you want something energy-wise or holistic-wise with that, I would say use stones like carnelian, Labradorite is a good one to have. It helps calm you down as well. And I would say rose quartz with the heart. So, yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Moonstone for ladies as well. Moonstone, sorry. Moonstone's a good one to have for fertility. And moonstone helps with, it's like a woman, I wouldn't say a woman's stone, but it's like a fertility stone, selenite and moonstone as well. Have those two in combination with rose quartz. It would help with fertility and pregnancy. But like I said, definitely speak to your health professional first before don't just take both into account. Thank you.
All right, I'm just looking for someone now to do a reading for, to see who I'm drawn to. Yeah, I love it. And I love crystals as well. Andrew is really very knowledgeable on them too. Just to let everyone know that the readings that we're doing, they're just general, intuitive, like a mini reading. We're not answering any particular questions. If you would like in-depth reading, you can book a reading with myself or with Paul by contacting this page. Andrew does energy healing, and he can do it remotely as well, which I've experienced, and it's fantastic. Claire, that's just been on now, he did some healing now while I was doing her reading, and she felt the difference as well. With myself and Paul, we can give you readings that are personal. There are some things really you can't say on a live, and so just for guidance and clarification, you are most welcome to contact the page and book a reading for us, a private one. So I'm just having a look here to see who I can do a reading for. Anna Lee. Okay, so I'm going to do one for Anna Lee. So she's on there. All right.
Okay. But no, it's very interesting what Andrew's talking about. Like I say, it goes over my head. It really does go over my head. I'm not one to use a lot of crystals. I don't honestly use them, but they're there for people to use, and I know a lot of people that use them to have a lot of healings from. So, and I've noticed a lot of people on here seem to have quite a few of them, which is quite good. Yeah, it's very good for that. But like I say, it's something that I've never been drawn to use for, if I do healings, it's just basically not hands-on, but like Reiki healing, that sort of thing, where you just use the energy from your hands. Basically, if I'm meant to give someone a healing, my hands go red. It's like I've had them in the oven. Sometimes they hurt that much. It's like I've stuck them in an oven and left them in there for half an hour or something, just to cook. But they're bright red, And when all that energy comes out, it's amazing. I don't use it as much as I should. I should start using it a bit more, but because of the things that are going on in the world at the moment, I'm not allowed to get round or close to people.
Yeah.
But I can still send a little healing out to people from sitting here like Andrew does. He does it through thought and sends it out there. That's how when I'm doing a reading for somebody, how I pick up on their energies. So it comes back the other way, me going there and them giving me their energies as such, but they're quite interesting. It's quite interesting getting them energies from people, but it gives you a great reading. Yeah.
I find that crystals, they're usually there to help assist. So, for example, with Reiki and Pillar, it's all with the hands, or channeling the energy through your body and into the client. But the crystals that can be used there as an extra tool or an aid in setting up the space, or giving a little bit of assistance push into the person receiving the healing as well. So it's a good little tool to have, just like oracle cards or tarot or scrying mirror or crystal ball. It's just a tool to have to access more information or more power or more healing for that person, to benefit the person or the client.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's weird that all I have to do is just basically the way I was shown is just stand behind somebody and just move my hands, start from the top of the head and work my way along, and then just take that out when you find something. You know, you just move up the body, take it at the top of the head.
Yeah. So there's different ways of energy healing. There's no set one way. When I was trained in Reiki, I was trained in Usui, which is the traditional form of Reiki, which is certain hand spots, as well as New Life Seishin Reiki, which is a combination of Usui and the attunement. When you get attuned to the Reiki energy, when you first learn the modality, it's a different. I'm not gonna say a different stem, but it's like a family tree where there's breakage of different like a break of a branch that leads to other cousins or family members of Reiki. So it's there's different forms of energy healing. And Reiki is the sort of the traditional first sort of lineage. Yeah. But like I say, I was taught many different ways to do things. But like I say, it depends on who your teacher is and the way that they work. But whoever teaches you, they'll show you their way, but you'll always find your own way. That's correct.
Because if you don't, and you try and copy them, you're never going to be as good, because it won't work. Yeah, I've found that I tried to do exactly what my teacher did for me, and it just didn't work. You know, it just did not work. You know, so, but I knew as soon as I knew that I'd got this wonderful gift inside me, you know, to give psychic medium readings and help people just by talking and things like that. Though I knew I had to find my own way to do it, and ever since it's just got better and better, because more and more people have become aware of my energies around them, you know, and when they do see that or feel that energy, people actually get closer to me just so that they get better, you know, so that they can, you know, if I'm gone for a walk, people that need a lift, even if they're going to walk by, will stop and talk so that they're in my energy bubble.
That's right.
You know, just so that they can. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just, because I'm going to lose it. I've pulled out the cards and I'm just connected to it. It's all right. Now this is for Annalee. I've pulled out this card, but it's not necessarily what it looks like. It does have another meaning. I'm getting a little bit of a different meaning from it. It's the Cupid card. And what I feel for this is that you're being reawakened to love. I'm not sure whether you've had something, or you've been shut off from it, perhaps being hurt, but you are being reawakened with to love, and you're seeing the same things that you've been seeing, but you're seeing things with different eyes now, clearer eyes and eyes with love. So things are having different meaning for you. I also have like the transformation card that I've pulled out. So you are going through a change, a transformation and a change, and it is to do with how you've opened yourself up to receive love, the awakening that you're having. But I do feel that you're a spiritual person yourself, and that you also have a gift to heal people. and the awakening that you're going through with this is going to make you more powerful, going to allow more energy to flow through you to help other people. But I need to tell you to prioritize. So I don't know whether you're thinking of doing something like this or you're already doing it, but I need to tell you to prioritize. And the angels are going to help you to stay organized and motivated. So because sometimes, we think of things and we're not sure, but listen to your heart and grasp this transformation, this awakening, grasp it with both hands and let it fill up your heart. You're following the right pathway. And by your comments, it looks like it has resonated with you. So I hope that it helps you, Annalie. And we'll see if Paul can get anything for you.
Okay. Annalie, nice to see you again. And thank you for all your wonderful comments and everything and joining us today. Yeah. First thing I get with yourself, okay, is it feels like not just butterflies, it feels like that anxiety bubble. I've got that bubbles in my head again. Anxiety inside you. It's like you tense up, seem to tense up a lot. And it just seems to be that you need to take time to reevaluate where your life is and where your life will take you, because there are problems that you can easily sort out, but there are also problems that you need people to help you with, but I would say the majority of what you need sorting, you can do yourself. Okay, I think it's just the odd one or two. It's just like going into I don't know. It's just weird that it's like you have to believe in where you're going before you can actually take a few of these steps. Okay, if you don't believe where you're heading, like where your next port of call is, as we say, you won't be able to take on challenges. You won't be able to take on anything if you don't believe where you're heading. Okay, if you don't give yourself a chance in where you're going to go, you will not. You won't be able to achieve a lot of a lot of these gifts that are being shown to you. Okay, a lot of these gifts are hard. They're not hard to work, but that it does take time. Don't push things. Okay, don't push things to take things too fast. Don't take them too fast. You have to take time, okay, to understand where these things are, where the next step will be. Okay, and lift yourself as well. Do some meditation, okay? Look around outside. Look to nature as well. Look to nature, because I do see you going through like the woods, and just going for a nice little walk. Take the people with, like a family with you, or your family with you. If you're on your own, I'm sure there's somebody there, because I also like see somebody walking a dog, that because I do believe where you walk anyway would be the best place to understand where you are. But you need to start lifting, start giving and believing in yourself and taking the time to understand where you are, where you're going, what you're going to achieve on your journey. Look out for the psychic. I don't know what. Look out for the psychic person that's coming along. There's a psychic coming along that will most probably help you in this respect of happiness. Okay, because sometimes you do feel down. I can see that. Like I said a while ago, you just don't. Sometimes you just don't give yourself a chance. Just give yourself a chance. Believe in where you're going. Take your time. Take your time. Because if you don't, like I say, you're going to get nowhere. But look out also, yeah, for the. I don't know why. I've been shown. Keep smiling. Okay, keep smiling, because you have to keep smiling, because there's a lot of people around you that need your energy, and if you don't take the right paths, a lot of people are going to miss out on who you are. Okay, but wherever you land up on whatever path you take, you still have to take your challenge. Some might be really hard if you take the wrong road, but you still have to land up on that path somehow. Yeah, and you still have to make your way there. And if you don't, you're just letting yourself down. But like I say, you've got to. Because I'm also seeing another job. I'm seeing something to do with a job or something in that area. Okay, but sometimes I think you might have to move away from that for a bit, or just come away from it for a little while, just so that you can take more stock of where things are heading. Yeah. But I hope that resonated with yourself, Annalie, and thank you for coming through. And yeah, I appreciate you taking the time to come here and supporting us. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's fantastic. It looks like that resonated. Yes, Annalise said that it's resonated with her.
Mm.
So I'm glad that was that helped you as well. Andrew will be back momentarily. So I was going to say he's not utilizing a crystal to appear invisible. He might be, actually. He might be doing that. See, we've got to see if the chair moves. If the chair moves, he's still there.
Well, no, someone might be taking his spot. A spirit might jump in.
Like, who's on that picture? Maybe I think I saw the chair move.
Oh, there you go. He's on his knees moving the chair. No.
Yeah. We'll have to ask him what crystal is he holding. He's been able to do that. I want one. I told everybody you were holding a crystal and you were able to make yourself invisible. And so I want to know what crystal it was.
Crystal of invisible cloak.
Yes. I'm going to look for someone else to see if I'm drawn to. But before I do that, I wanted to show Andrew another crystal. And I've never understood. I like how it looks, but I really don't know, I'm not familiar with the properties of it. Now, it's in the form of a mushroom, and it's got that aura over it. You know, that aura.
I believe it's an angel aura quartz.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So, like,
they're very high vibrational. So they work with your higher chakra areas. I've got a similar crystal, not the same shape or color. I've got another aura quartz, which is more like a rainbow aura. When I picked that up, I felt the energy go straight through into my feet. But that crystal that you have is a beautiful crystal. It's it's very high vibration. I can feel the sort of energy sort of coming from it, especially when you're moving it around. But yeah, they work really well with your higher chakras, so above the crown, and it'll be good for. It's very, but with aura quartz crystals, they're very emotional crystals as well. So they work well with your emotional side of yourself. I find that when I take my aura quartz to the beach, I usually have it around my neck, and I'll go into the salt water with it, and that helps clear them, and it helps wash away some of the emotions when I'm on the beach as well. So they love a bit of salt water at the beach. So yeah, it's a beautiful piece.
Yeah, I had always wondered. Sorry.
So I was going to say thank you to Anna Lee for her comments, because I didn't have time to. Thank you, Anna Lee, for your wonderful comments. Yeah, and thank you again for coming through. Yeah.
We actually have a crystal question for Andrew from Claire, asking, can you do healing on someone by visualizing white light going to their chakras?
You can, but I would say that if you're not, I would say that you probably need to be trained or learn the art of Reiki or learn the art of any sort of energy healing, be attuned to the energy. So when you learn, you'll get trained in that. You'll learn how to do it ethically as well. So you need to always ask that person permission to send them healing, or ask them if it's okay if I send you some light or healing. So you need to, there's the ethical side of it, but definitely you can send it, but check with that person first, see if they're happy to receive it, because not everyone's ready to receive any form of healing. It's something that you'll need to check with that person. But if you're gonna sort of learn on wanting to heal, I would say definitely get trained first and be trained and learn the ethics, learn the correct ways of sending the healing as well. So yeah. Thank you, Claire.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Andrew. Yeah, Mandy said great advice.
Thank you, Mandy.
Oh, Claire's learning Reiki at the moment.
So there you go, Claire. It's good that you're big familiar with ethics as well. There's things that as energy healers you don't want to do something that the person's not ready for. So by sending someone healing, you could be sending a random person healing, they might not be ready for it, and then it might, disrupt their journey on their life. So I would say go and do it if you're attuned to the Reiki energy, but just get permission from that person first. That's all.
Okay, that's great. I'm just going to look now for someone else that we're drawn to do a reading for. So I'm not sure who's still on and who would like a reading. But while I'm waiting to see anyone that would like a reading, I just want to let everybody know that I have pinned the link of our YouTube channel in the comments. We do go live on the YouTube channel, just like we do here. if you'd like to join us when we do go live on there, subscribe and click on the bell so you get a notification. I am going to put the links of our pages again because I know that they've been lost. They're somewhere way up.
They're somewhere in there. They're somewhere.
Yeah, so I'm going to redo it.
Yeah. No. It's the same with the messages. Sometimes you miss a message,
Yeah.
and and after a while the messages just disappear. As in, they take them off the screen.
Yeah. You can't see them.
No, so it's very hard sometimes to find them, but we get through somehow.
So this one's Andrew's page. I've just put on there that you can see. So he looks like himself there. Yep, he's got his picture on there. And Paul's one.
There's me.
I haven't done yours yet.
No,
that's Andrew. That's not you.
I'm preempting. I'm preempting.
Oh, okay. So
I can see the future. You see.
Yeah. So I've just done yours, and I'll just put mine on there. Okay. All right. So, all right. All the links to our pages are on there, and you'll also see in our videos, we each have the name of our pages on there. So you'll know which one is which. So you'll see, and I've put on there whose page it is. All right. So we are going to do, I'm going to pick,
is it Alicia?
I'm just having a look at who we're drawn to, and all right, we're going to do one for Francesca. Francesca, do you want us to call you Francesca? Is that what everyone, what you usually use? I know some people shorten their name, but we're going to do one for you. So Andrew's gone really quiet.
Sorry, I'm just responding to the.
I was wondering, has he picked up that crystal again? And it's, All right. Okay. So Francesca. Fran. Yeah, I had a feeling. I thought, I don't want to call you Fran just in case you don't like it. Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah. I don't know what to talk about now. Good.
So how I've got a question for you, Paul. When did you start becoming aware when you had the psychic gift, or when you wanted to develop them, or have you had it since you were a child? Or
when I was younger, I used to have strange experiences. But I didn't actually know that I'd got the gift inside me until I got to a certain age, to a certain, late in my life, really. But I'd noticed things when I was younger. I used to play, but like imaginary friends and things like that. I'd see people walk. I'd wake up in the middle of the night and maybe being 3 or 4, stand at the top of the stairs and watch people walk past the bottom of the stairs, and then the rest of the house would wake up and they'd say, "Well, there's no one down there," and I could see people walking past. And once I understood my gift, I went back to these times, and I just basically went through all the times where I saw things. And I actually did have, at one time, I think I was about 11 or 12 years old, I had a soldier. We were in a really old house, and a soldier came and stood next to my bed. And I tell you, I wasn't scared because I knew it was just strange. I couldn't turn round because I think if I'd have turned round, I'd have seen him, and he would have basically, yeah, it would have been scary because it would have been a proper physical sighting of a spirit, and that, in the same house. I used to, because we had a loft, and that was just used for like a junk room, and I used to go up there. I was drawn up there basically, and I knew people were watching me up up in this loft area, and I knew they were watching me. I was scared to start with, and then after a while, I just said, "Well, I know you're watching me. I'm just come to look out the window," because the window looked for a long way. But after that, because I had funny dreams as well, I had really weird dreams about spirit. And they used to be in that house that I saw all these, like soldier and stuff, and all these spirit used to walk up the stairs, loads of ghosts and things, and I had that dream constantly, and I didn't understand it until I started to utilize my gift many years later, and I understood why I saw those. I had those weird dreams, but they were, it's good. But there's dreams now that I still don't understand, but I most probably understand in a year's time or something, and I'll go, that's what it meant. But are you ready, Suana?
Yes, I am.
To read Fran?
Yep. Now, I've got this card. It's the time to go card. And what I get from this is that I'm not sure whether this is to do maybe with a job or a personal relationship, but it's the ending of something. And it's like, okay, the time's now, full steam ahead, let's go. It's like you have to leave something, unless you've already left it. And I'm feeling that the time is right, and the pathway in front of you, it's being lit up. You know where you have to go, and you have to leave what it is that you're in now. I'm not sure if it is like like a friendship, a relationship, or a job, but it is something that you need to leave. You've been wanting to leave, and it's also a reminder that because of this ending, it's actually the beginning of something else. So it could even be something sad. Maybe you don't want to leave, but it's a reminder that there is at the ending, there is a new beginning, and it's actually all good. There's nothing bad about this. It's actually a blessing. It's something good that if it hasn't already started to happen or have happened, it's about to happen. Also, I need to let you know that the angels, they're with you in your time of need. This could be something, that's why I'm thinking maybe it's an emotional thing, because they're there to comfort you, and they're helping your heart to heal. So I'm hoping that it's resonating with you, because what I'm also getting is that the inner goddess in you is going to be awakening now, and she's been within you all this time, but she's now going to be awakening even more, and you're being encouraged to express your inner self, your inner goddess through dance. I have a feeling you love dancing. Express it through dance and in self-care of yourself. Sometimes, you know, when we go through, I'm glad that's resonating. I'd be interested to know if it's something like a relationship or it's something work-related. But it is something that has had weight on you emotionally. But you've got a beautiful divinity within you. Oh, you do love dancing. Okay. Well, it's time now to awaken that goddess within you, and dancing is one of the avenues that I'm feeling, because I love dancing myself, and I just can see myself somewhere dancing, and that's how I felt that you like dancing. But I'm being encouraged to tell you to celebrate life, and there are new beginnings coming if they haven't already. Yeah. So I hope that helps you, Fran, and we'll see what Paul can get for you.
Thank you for that, Silvana.
Welcome.
Yeah. Hello, Fran. Thank you for coming through and coming to us. Thank you. Let's see what I can get with yourself. Okay. You're similar. No, let's see. Right, I'm getting like the butterflies again with yourself and the anxiety type thing again. I had it with, I think I had it with the previous person also, but you don't need these anxieties or problems. But I tell you what it is. I don't know if I don't know if you already do this, okay? If you do go walking into nature, I know I've used this analogy already today, but a lot of us do need to get out there and enjoy it, okay? You need to get out there, and I do believe Silvana's already said this, about grounding yourself, about taking yourself out of situation, yeah, from being and having anxiety to grounding yourself, because you want that, you need that grounding, but you need to understand that you can take things further in your life, okay, if you wish to, yes. But you need to start to understand why you want to do these things. I do believe that the psychic abilities and the spirit world and the angels and all, they're all there, okay? Okay, but you also seem to push back because some of the things scare you, okay? Don't be scared of something that's helping. Okay, don't push back, because the more you push back, the less you go forward. Okay, you need to take on certain challenges in your life at the moment. Okay, those challenges will help you to move forward. Okay, and those challenges will take you to the next level. Okay, I do see cards with yourself as well. I do actually see cards that you utilize, or you're trying different things just to see what your path is. But at the moment, you're trying the cards. I do see crystals with you again, with you. And it's amazing what you can do if you take the time to understand who you are and what your life is, okay? You do need to leave some things behind. Okay, leave some things that that haven't helped you. I do believe that there are people that have been trying to help you, but they haven't helped you in the way that you wanted. So you might have to learn from somebody new. Okay, I do believe that you might have to take yourself away from where you are and just go in a different direction, because if you don't, you will be in that situation of, why am I doing this? Why can't I do that? And lots of questions, basically, and you won't be asking the right questions. Okay, you need to start asking yourself the right question. Okay, but once you join the right path, your life will start to fall into place. Okay, everything then will start to fall into place. It's like a jigsaw puzzle, as I've said to a lot of people. Once you find that right path, your jigsaw puzzle will start to build up and build up and build up. Okay, but don't force it. If you force it, you're not gonna go anywhere fast, because you'll miss out the bits that you're supposed to get. Okay, too many people, all they tend to go in for is the money side. Yeah, with this sort of gift that we have, okay, that myself, Silvana, and many others have, there are many people out there that just do it for the money. Okay, some people do it because they want to pay the mortgages and stuff like that, which is a good way. Some people just want it because they want thousands and thousands of pounds in their bank. Okay, but it doesn't work like that. If you're not meant to go there, then, you know, just let it flow. Let it flow like water. Okay, just let it flow, because you're not going to get too far if you just keep going, oh, I want this, I want that. Like I say, there's lots of learning to do, and you will get there if you take the time to understand and take on board what's being said to you. Okay, but also you can help a lot of other people at the moment as well. You can help those people to understand themselves while you're learning too. You know, they might be a long way behind you, but you can also help them. Yeah, by being a teacher yourself. Okay, it might sound a bit, ooh, I can't do that, I can't do that. But with what you've already learned, you could help some people. I do believe there's somebody that's standing to your side, to one side of you, that's actually been asking for your help. It might not be on a spiritual level, but it might just be for just a bit of comfort, just a bit of why you know, they ask all the questions like you've been, but everybody asks questions. But it's your turn to sometimes help them too. Okay, but I do believe, I think I've said this to some other people as well, I also see a new guide coming in as well, that's waiting for you. Okay, but don't, you know, you'll notice this person, because I think you've felt them around you. Okay, I think you've felt them around you. You just need to know how to bring them in. Just ask. Just ask. That's all you got to do. Just ask. Okay, and yeah, that's all I've got for you at the moment, Francesca or Fran. I hope that resonated with yourself, and thank you for coming through and believing in it. I can't speak. Believing in us and taking the time to come here. Thank you.
It's lovely. It's lovely how, you know, you people look up to you, and how they come up to you. That's fantastic. That's yeah. Thank you, Paul. I think Were you doing some healing then, Andrew?
Yeah, I was just sending Francesca some healing.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to let everyone know, Andrew is an energy healer, and if you have any questions with regarding crystals or energy healing, you're most welcome. If you'd like, Andrew's going to answer a few questions. If you want to ask a few things about crystals or anything like that. Francesca said, thank you, Andrew, for the healing.
No worries. Thanks, Francesca.
We'll just have a look. And while Andrew is answering those questions, I'm going to post the links to our pages again. Valerie is saying, I'm a healer, would love to be able to do more of it. I send out to where the universe... What's NDE? I'm not sure what it is. Shows you how out of touch I am. I'm not sure what that is. But yeah, if anyone has any questions for Andrew. Oh, really, Valerie? Wow. I'm sorry, I didn't know what that meant. Yeah, thanks, Chloe. I had no idea either what that meant. Okay. So you've been on a fast track spiritual journey. Wow. Oh, everyone knows what it meant, what it stood for, except for me. Sorry, I'm not with the lingo, you know. So I'm just going to go in and post the links to our pages again. So this one's going to be Andrew's one. So this is the link to Andrew's page. Oh, that's great. I'm glad that resonated with you, Fran.
Yes, thank you, Fran. That was, thank you for the comment. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. It always, I'm so grateful to all the people that give us great comments because, you know, we're hoping that we do a great reading for you. And I just love what we do. So, you know, I try and do my best and be my best every time, but it's amazing. But wow, I just love it. You can hear it in my voice, you know. But it does tire us out, but we have to. We keep coming on because we love. You know, we're here to help you all, you know, and or as many people as possible. We're trying to change this world to a better world. You know, we're trying to make it a happier place, you know, because there's a lot of people out there that are not happy. So if we can make someone happy for the rest of the day, it gives me goosebumps to know that we can do that. If not for the rest of the week, for, you know, to have a great weekend or whatever. But it does. It's just amazing what we can do. But yes, it's good.
I've got another one for you. I'm not sure what this is. Right? Okay, so this seems to have that aura film on it. I'm not sure if it's an optical calcite with the aura film on it.
It's a beautiful crystal. It's definitely an optical calcite. With the aura quartz, or if that's an aura, with the way that the light is shining on it, it looks like it's got the quartz on it, or the aura.
It's got some film on it, yeah.
So what it is, it's pretty much the crystal being specially vacuum sealed or heated up to a certain temperature and sealed it to bond the elements of like gold, silver, platinum, and all those onto the crystal. So that sort of that sort of colouring that comes off it is because of the vacuum seal of those elements onto the bonded elements onto the crystal itself. Yeah.
Okay.
A beautiful crystal. Beautiful.
Yes. I just thought I'd keep you on your toes. I'm just having a look if we've got any Iceland spa. Is that a name? Another name for it, Andrew?
Yes. Spas. The term spa. It's a form of crystal, but it's also like selenite. You can say selenite spa as well. So there's it's Iceland spas. It's another form of. I don't think it's. I'm a bit stumped, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure Iceland spa is like an optical calcite, but they also use the word spa for selenite as well. So it's just a word that's interchangeable. But I would think that it's also known as spa. That Iceland spa. Or whatever.
Yeah. All right. I just want to let everybody know that I have pinned the link to our YouTube page in the comments. We do go live on there as well. And if you'd like to join us when we go live, please subscribe and click on the bell so that you're notified when we go live. I've also put in a link to Andrew's page. Andrew is an energy healer and he does do remote healing as well. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can book him to do energy healing for you. And he's been healing people as we've been doing the readings for them as well today on the live. Paul, he's on the Psychic Touch, and I've also put a link to his page. And even with myself, Enchanted Oracle readings, if you would like a private or to book a private reading where we can focus just on you and give you that time to give you the clarification and any guidance that we're given to give to you, please message the page here and we can organise a booking, an appointment for you to have that reading done. But we've come to the end of this live. We've been on for a couple of hours. And I'd like to say thank you to Paul and also thank you to Andrew for joining us. It's been fantastic having you on here and getting a lot of crystal information from you. It's, you know, you've opened, given us quite a bit of insight on that. And to Paul as well for, you know, his contribution to the readings. So, Andrew, is there anything?
Try.
Yeah. Is there anything you'd like to say, Andrew, before we go?
I'd like to thank you, Savannah and Paul, for giving me the opportunity to work with you guys today. I appreciate it a lot, and thank you to everyone that came on and support Savannah and Paul on this beautiful program or format. Thank you so much for asking those questions as well, and I'm so grateful for all of you, including Savannah and Paul as well. Thank you.
No, thank you for that, Andrew. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. You know, it's been different, but I've enjoyed it. You know, apart from, you know, for some reason, when you talked about all the crystals and stuff, my head went somewhere else. I was thinking about losing. I was thinking about football. It's not being rude against you, but rude to you. But I've never. Maybe one day I might start to take interest. But at the moment, they're not part of who I am. But it's part of a lot of people's lives. So as we saw with all the questions and all that lot, so fantastic. But thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, I loved it. As you can see, Andrew, I love crystals. I've got heaps.
Yeah.
And
but also,
I'm sure you've got more than me, but
but also I just want to say thank you to Savannah for doing the admin and just being there. Thank you. And for being you, and everyone else for just being them. you know, and interacting with everybody, you know, the family, as we call you.
Yeah, this is all one big family.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. You know,
I'm going to send everyone a big kiss.
I'm just going to sit here and go like that.
I'm going to say bye. And we'll see you on next time. When
Yes,
we
you
come
take care of yourselves.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yes.
All
Don't
right.
forget, we'll be after you. We know where you live.
All right. See everyone.
You take care of yourself.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.